the quiet moments between struggle and hope, there exists a divine connection waiting to be awakened. I invite you to a sacred journey today, one that thousands before you have walked and found transformation beyond what they could imagine. This isn't just another prayer, this is a spiritual gateway to possibilities that have remained hidden in your financial life until this very moment. Have you ever felt that invisible barrier between where you are financially and where you're meant to be? That persistent feeling that abundance is meant for you, yet somehow remains just beyond your grasp? Today, that barrier begins to dissolve. What I'm about to share with you transcends ordinary financial advice. This isn't about investment strategies or budgeting techniques, though those have their place. This is about connecting to the spiritual source of abundance, the divine river of prosperity that has never stopped flowing, even when you couldn't see or feel it. Picture yourself standing at the edge of transformation. Behind you lie the struggles, the sleepless nights, the calculations that never add up, the dreams deferred. Before you stretches a path illuminated by divine possibility, where your relationship with money transforms from one of scarcity to one of sacred partnership. This prayer carries within it ancient wisdom and timeless truth. It speaks to the part of your spirit that already knows abundance is your birthright. It awakens the slumbering potential within you, the ability to receive, to prosper, to become a channel through which financial blessings can flow, not just to you, but through you to others. I've witnessed this prayer create spaces for miracles in the lives of people just like you, people who had reached the end of their financial rope, people who had tried everything the world suggests but found themselves still struggling, people who knew deep within that there had to be something more, a spiritual dimension to their financial healing. Today, you join their ranks. Today, you step into possibility. But I must be clear, this isn't magic. This is faith in action. This is the alignment of your spirit with divine abundance. This is you claiming what has always been waiting for you. The transformation begins in your heart, in your belief system, in the way you see yourself in relation to abundance. As we journey together through these next moments, I invite you to open your heart completely. Release the skepticism that keeps miracles at bay. Let go of past disappointments that have taught you to expect less. Breathe in the possibility that everything can change, not someday in the distant future, but beginning right now in this sacred moment of connection. The prayer we're about to experience together has been carefully crafted to address the root causes of financial struggle, not just the symptoms. It speaks to the spiritual blockages, the limiting beliefs, the generational patterns that may have shaped your financial story until now. But remember this, your story is still being written, and today marks a new chapter. Are you ready? Are you willing to believe that financial transformation is possible for you? Are you prepared to open your spirit to receive in ways you perhaps never have before? Take a deep breath. Center yourself in this moment. The journey to financial freedom begins now with this prayer that connects your deepest needs to the infinite source of all abundance. How long have you been carrying the weight of financial worry? How many nights have you lain awake, your mind racing with calculations, wondering how you'll make it through another month? That heaviness in your chest when you check your bank account, that knot in your stomach when unexpected bills arrive. I understand that feeling. That pain is real, and you are not alone in experiencing it. Have you ever found yourself standing in a grocery store, calculating every item before it goes into your cart? Have you ever had to choose between paying one bill or another, knowing both are essential? Have you felt the quiet shame of not being able to provide what your family needs or deserves? These moments leave marks on our spirits, invisible wounds that affect how we see ourselves and our place in this world. And perhaps the deepest pain comes from the dreams deferred, the education you couldn't pursue, the home you couldn't buy, the experiences you couldn't give your children, the help you couldn't offer to loved ones in need. Each of these represents not just a financial limitation, but a spiritual wound, a disconnection from the abundance that should flow freely through your life. Some of you listening right now have built walls around your heart when it comes to money. You've learned to expect less, to shrink your dreams to fit your circumstances, to believe on some level that prosperity simply isn't meant for you. Perhaps you've been told that spiritual people shouldn't focus on material wealth. Or maybe you've tried positive thinking, visualization, working harder, yet the financial breakthrough remains elusive. I want you to know something profound. Your financial struggles are not a punishment. They are not evidence of your unworthiness. They are not proof that you're doing something wrong or that you're destined to always struggle. The gap between your financial reality and your divine potential is not of your making alone. There are spiritual forces at work in your financial life, generational patterns, energy blockages, and belief systems that have been operating beneath the surface of your awareness. Think about the messages about money you received growing up. Were you taught that money is scarce? That wealth is for others but not for you? That there's virtue in struggling? These aren't just thoughts, they're spiritual imprints that shape your financial reality. For some of you, there may be ancestral patterns at work, financial struggles that have been passed down through generations like an unwanted inheritance. Others may be experiencing the consequences of words spoken over your financial life, perhaps by parents, teachers, or even spiritual leaders who unknowingly limited your capacity to receive. And then there's the fear, that constant companion to financial struggle. Fear of never having enough, fear of losing what you do have, fear of making the wrong decisions, fear that keeps you paralyzed, unable to take the very actions that might lead to breakthrough. I've spoken with thousands of people around the world who share these same challenges. The business owner who works tirelessly yet can never seem to get ahead. The parent who wants so much more for their children but feels trapped in cycles of lack. The person with incredible gifts and talents who can't seem to translate them into financial stability. The faithful believer who wonders why their financial life doesn't reflect the abundance promised in spiritual teachings. Your struggle isn't just about numbers on a page or dollars in an account. It's about freedom. It's about peace of mind. It's about having the resources to fulfill your divine purpose without the constant pressure of financial limitation. It's about becoming all that you were created to be and having the means to make your unique contribution to this world. Today, I want you to know that God sees your struggle. The divine understands your pain, your tears, your worries, your desperate prayers in the darkness. None of these have gone unnoticed. And more importantly, there is a way forward. There is a spiritual solution to financial struggle that begins with reconnecting to the source of all abundance. The very fact that you're here listening to these words is evidence that you're ready for change. Your spirit is reaching for something more. Your heart knows that you were created for abundance, not constant lack. And in this sacred moment, as we name and acknowledge the pain you've carried, we also open the door to profound transformation. The answer to financial transformation doesn't begin in the material world. It begins in the spiritual realm. What you've been searching for isn't just a financial solution, it's a spiritual reconnection. And the most powerful tool for this reconnection has been within your reach all along, the transformative power of prayer. Not just any prayer, but prayer that speaks directly to the root causes of financial struggle. Prayer that breaks generational patterns, prayer that dissolves limiting beliefs, prayer that opens channels of abundance that have been blocked in your life, prayer that aligns your spirit with the divine flow of prosperity that has never stopped, even when you couldn't access it. Scripture reminds us, "And my God will meet all your needs according to the riches of his glory in Christ Jesus." Philippians 4:19. This isn't a casual promise, it's a spiritual principle that reveals something profound about the nature of abundance. The source of your supply isn't your job, your business, your investments, or even your own efforts. These are merely channels. The true source is divine, infinite, and inexhaustible. When you understand this truth, truly understand it, everything changes. Your relationship with money transforms from one of desperate grasping to one of faithful receiving. Your financial decisions flow from a place of wisdom rather than fear. Opportunities begin to appear where before there seemed to be only closed doors. Prayer creates the spiritual conditions for financial miracles to manifest in your material reality. It aligns your consciousness with abundance rather than scarcity. It opens your eyes to possibilities you couldn't see before. It connects you to divine guidance that leads to wise decisions. And most importantly, it heals the spiritual wounds that have kept you disconnected from your prosperity. I've witnessed this transformation countless times. The single mother who, after embracing this spiritual approach to finances, received an unexpected opportunity that doubled her income. The man who had been trapped in debt for decades, finding a path to freedom after addressing the spiritual roots of his financial patterns. The couple who had always struggled, suddenly finding themselves blessed with resources they never imagined possible. These weren't coincidences or random strokes of luck. They were the natural result of spiritual alignment, of removing the invisible barriers between these individuals and the abundance that was always meant for them. Today, this same transformation is available to you. Not because you've earned it through perfect behavior, not because you've found some secret formula, but because reconnecting to the divine source of abundance is your birthright. It's what you were created for. The prayer we're about to experience together is a spiritual key, opening doors that have remained locked in your financial life. It addresses both the seen and unseen aspects of your financial struggle. It speaks to the spiritual realm where your breakthrough begins. This is about more than money. It's about restoration. It's about reclaiming what was always meant to be yours. It's about stepping into the fullness of your divine financial identity. Are you ready to take this step? Are you willing to approach your financial challenges from a spiritual perspective? Are you prepared to allow prayer to transform not just your circumstances, but your entire relationship with abundance? In this sacred moment, I invite you to take a simple yet powerful step, a step that moves you from passive listening to active participation in your financial breakthrough. This isn't just another moment in your day. This is a divine appointment with transformation. What happens next depends on your willingness to fully engage with this process. I want you to find a quiet place, if you haven't already, a space where you can be fully present without distractions. If you're driving or engaged in something that requires your attention, simply make a commitment to return to this prayer when you can give it your complete focus. This moment deserves your full presence. Now take a deep breath, not just any breath, but a conscious inhale that draws in divine possibility, and an exhale that releases the tension, the worry, and the disbelief you've been carrying. Feel your shoulders relaxing. Feel the space between your eyebrows softening. Allow your jaw to unclench. Your body is preparing to receive. As we prepare for this prayer, I invite you to place your hand over your heart. This simple physical gesture connects you to your own center, to your spirit, to the place where transformation begins. Feel the warmth of your hand, the rhythm of your heartbeat. This is sacred ground. In a moment, we'll enter into a powerful prayer for financial breakthrough. But first, I invite you to make a declaration, a statement of faith that prepares the soil of your spirit to receive. Repeat these words either aloud or in your heart. I am open to receiving financial abundance. I release all resistance, all doubt, all patterns that have limited my prosperity. I am worthy of abundance. I am ready for transformation. This prayer is my act of faith, my first step into a new financial reality. This declaration is more than words. It's a spiritual positioning. It's you stepping out of the shadows of financial struggle and into the light of possibility. It's you claiming your place in the flow of divine abundance. As we move into this prayer together, allow yourself to feel the emotions that arise. You might experience a sense of hope or release or even tears. These are all signs of spiritual movement, of energy shifting within you. Trust this process. Now take another deep breath. Center yourself in this moment. Open your heart to receive not just the words of this prayer, but the spiritual power behind them. This is your moment of connection, your doorway to financial transformation. Are you ready? Let us pray. Divine source of all abundance, I come before you today with an open heart and a spirit ready to receive. I acknowledge that you are the ultimate provider, the creator of all wealth, the owner of every resource in this universe. Everything I have and everything I need flows from your infinite supply. In this sacred moment, I bring my financial life completely into your presence. Every struggle, every fear, every limitation, I withhold nothing. I lay bare the truth of my situation, knowing that in your light, transformation begins. For too long, I have carried the weight of financial worry. I have lain awake at night, calculating and recalculating, trying to make numbers work through my own limited understanding. Today, I release this burden. I surrender this weight that was never mine to carry alone. Father of abundance, you see the accounts that don't balance. You see the bills that keep coming. You see the dreams that have been deferred and the needs that remain unmet. Nothing is hidden from your sight, and nothing is beyond your power to transform. I recognize now that my financial struggles are not just material, they are spiritual at their core. Today, I address these spiritual roots. I break agreement with every lie that has shaped my financial reality. I break agreement with the lie that I must always struggle financially. I break agreement with the belief that abundance is for others, but not for me. I break agreement with the fear that there will never be enough. I break agreement with every word spoken over my financial life that did not align with your promise of abundance. In their place, I plant new truths. I am a child of the Most High God, heir to divine prosperity. Financial abundance flows to me easily and continuously. I am worthy of receiving wealth and using it for good. My capacity to receive is expanding right now. Divine Provider, I ask you to heal the wounds in my relationship with money. Where there has been shame, bring dignity. Where there has been fear, bring peace. Where there has been scarcity thinking, bring a mindset of abundance. Restore what has been broken in my financial foundation. I speak directly now to the generational patterns of lack and limitation that have flowed through my family line. By the authority given to me as your child, I break these patterns now. I declare that they stop with me. A new legacy of prosperity begins today, one that will flow to future generations. I command every closed door in my financial life to open now. Where there has been blockage, I declare divine flow. Where there has been delay, I declare acceleration. Where there has been confusion, I declare clarity and wisdom. I see new opportunities coming my way, unexpected income, divine connections, creative ideas that lead to prosperity. I receive them fully without hesitation or doubt. I recognize them as your provision manifesting in my life. My bank accounts are filling, my debts are decreasing, my investments are growing, resources are finding their way to me through both expected and unexpected channels. There is no limit to the ways you can provide. I am becoming a better steward of what I already have, making wise decisions, eliminating waste, finding joy in simplicity even as I welcome abundance. I understand that prosperity isn't just about receiving more, it's about managing well what flows through my hands. Divine Source, realign my values around money. Help me to seek first your kingdom and your righteousness, trusting that all these things will be added unto me. Give me prosperity with purpose, wealth that serves your divine plan for my life and allows me to be a blessing to others. I declare that money is now a positive force in my life, a tool for good, a resource for growth, a means to fulfill my divine purpose. I release all negative associations with wealth. I embrace prosperity as spiritual, as holy, as part of your perfect plan. I can feel chains of financial limitation falling away from me even now. I can sense new pathways opening in my mind, new possibilities becoming clear. My creativity is awakening, my courage is rising, my capacity to receive is expanding with every breath I take. In this moment, I claim specific breakthroughs. I claim the clearing of all debts that have held me captive. I claim the income that supports not just survival, but thriving. I claim the resources to fulfill every good vision you've placed in my heart. I claim the wisdom to make financial decisions that align with your best for my life. Divine Provider, I thank you that even as I pray, you are already moving on my behalf. Angels are being dispatched, resources are being directed, hearts are being prompted. The entire universe is rearranging itself to support my financial breakthrough. I stand in gratitude for what is already done in the spiritual realm and what is manifesting now in my material reality. Thank you for your faithfulness. Thank you for your abundance. Thank you for the financial freedom that is becoming my new normal. I receive this transformation with an open heart, an open mind, and open hands. Let it be so according to your perfect will and timing. Let it be so for your glory and for the blessing of others through me. In faith and deep gratitude, I seal this prayer. Amen. What has just happened in the spiritual realm is real. The words we've spoken together aren't just sounds dissipating into the air. They are declarations that have activated divine principles of abundance in your life. This is the moment where faith becomes sight, where spiritual truth begins to manifest as physical reality. I believe with every fiber of my being that your financial situation is changing right now. Not someday in the distant future, but in this very moment. Energy is shifting, blockages are dissolving, new pathways are forming. The universe is responding to the faith you've just exercised. Can you feel it? That lightness in your chest where heaviness once resided? That sense of possibility where resignation once lived? That peace that transcends understanding? These aren't just emotions, they're spiritual indicators that transformation is underway. I see financial doors opening that have been sealed shut for years. I see resources flowing toward you through channels you haven't even imagined yet. I see divine connections being formed, people who will play crucial roles in your financial breakthrough being drawn into your orbit. Where there has been debt, I see freedom coming. Where there has been barely enough, I see more than enough manifesting. Where there has been confusion, I see clarity emerging. Where there has been delay, I see acceleration happening. Your relationship with money is being healed from the inside out. The old patterns of lack, those deeply ingrained beliefs that prosperity is for others but not for you, are being uprooted. In their place, new beliefs are taking root. You are worthy of abundance. You are designed to thrive financially. You are capable of receiving and managing wealth. I believe you will look back on this moment as the turning point, the divine appointment when everything began to change in your financial story. The day when you stopped being defined by financial limitation and stepped into your true identity as a child of abundance. This doesn't mean the transformation will be instantaneous in every aspect. Some changes will be immediate. New ideas, opportunities, unexpected resources. Others will unfold over time as you continue to water the seeds planted in this prayer. But make no mistake, the process has been set in motion and nothing can stop what God has started in your financial life. I see you walking into stores without the anxiety of checking prices on everything. I see you paying bills with gratitude rather than dread. I see you being able to say yes to opportunities that once seemed impossible. I see you becoming a source of blessing to others, a channel through which divine abundance flows not just to you, but through you. The financial wisdom you need is activating within you. You'll begin to make decisions from a place of confidence rather than fear. You'll recognize opportunities that you might have missed before. You'll find yourself drawn to the right people, the right information, the right next steps. Your capacity to receive is expanding. Where once you unconsciously pushed away abundance through limiting beliefs or feelings of unworthiness, you are now becoming a magnet for prosperity. The invisible barriers have been removed, the channels are clear. I declare that financial surprises in your life will now be positive ones. Unexpected checks, refunds you didn't anticipate, opportunities that come out of nowhere, resources showing up at exactly the right moment. Divine timing is working in your favor. Those sleepless nights of financial worry are coming to an end. The peace that passes understanding is taking their place. A deep knowing that you are provided for, that resources will be there when you need them, that your financial future is secure in divine hands. The words that others have spoken over your financial life, words of limitation, words of doubt, words that reduced your expectations, are losing their power now. They are being replaced by words of truth, words of abundance, words that align with your true financial destiny. I believe that one day soon, you will share your testimony of financial transformation. You will tell others about this moment when everything began to change. Your story will become evidence that spiritual solutions to financial problems are real, powerful, and available to all who believe. This is happening. This is real. This is your new financial reality unfolding. Receive it fully, embrace it completely, walk in it confidently. The God of abundance has heard your prayer, and your season of financial struggle is giving way to a season of prosperity beyond what you have imagined. As we come to the close of this sacred time together, I want you to take a moment to acknowledge the transformation that has begun within you. Feel the shift in your spirit. Notice the lightness, the hope, the expectation that has replaced the heaviness of financial worry. This feeling isn't just emotion, it's evidence of spiritual movement. What we've done together today isn't just a prayer, it's a declaration of a new financial reality. It's you stepping into alignment with divine abundance. It's you reclaiming your birthright of prosperity. And from this moment forward, nothing will be the same. In the days and weeks ahead, you'll begin to see evidence of this transformation manifesting in your physical reality. When it happens, when that unexpected check arrives, when that new opportunity presents itself, when that brilliant idea for increasing your income comes to mind, recognize it for what it is, confirmation that the spiritual work we've done today is bearing fruit. But remember, transformation is a partnership between the divine and you. Continue to water these seeds through daily declarations of abundance. Remain vigilant against old patterns of thinking trying to reassert themselves. Take inspired action when guidance comes. Your participation in this process is essential. I invite you to make this a daily practice, not just in times of crisis, but as part of your spiritual discipline. Set aside time each day to connect with the source of all abundance. Reaffirm these truths. Declare your financial breakthroughs with confidence and gratitude. Consistency is key to lasting transformation. And when you see the evidence of change in your life, share it. Your testimony will become a beacon of hope for others still struggling in financial darkness. Your story will prove that spiritual solutions to financial problems are real and available to all who believe. Your breakthrough will inspire breakthrough for others. I leave you with this blessing. May the God of abundance open the windows of heaven and pour out blessings you cannot contain. May divine wisdom guide every financial decision you make. May prosperity find you through both expected and unexpected channels. May you always have more than enough, not just for your needs, but to be a blessing to others. Thank you for allowing me to journey with you into this new financial reality. I believe in the transformation that has begun in your life today. I celebrate the abundance that is now flowing toward you, and I look forward to hearing your testimony of financial breakthrough. The prayer is complete, but your journey of financial transformation is just beginning. Go forward in faith, in confidence, and in the absolute certainty that abundance is now yours.